This call is being recorded.
All right. Hey, good morning, Shark. This is Coach 100K, helping you make six figures in this industry, guys. We're excited. This is the day the Lord's made. You ought to be rejoicing and be glad in it, guys. I'm going to tell you something real quick before we get our call started. You got to understand something, that money, here's what I learned, money is in the earth realm what faith is in the spirit realm. And so what that simply means is, in those realms, you can't get much done without it. You can't get much done in the earth without money. People say, well, I don't want no money. They say, I don't need no. Well, yes, you do, because you can't get much done without it. You can't get your bills paid. You can't get no gas. You can't hard to eat. But if you understand that faith in the spirit realm is the same way, you can't get much done in the faith. So God wants you to be careful to always walk in faith and believe God for massive money in the earth. And while we're here, we might as well be rich. If you're going to be in the earth anyway, you might as well be wealthy, okay? So, hey, I'm going to get out of the way. We've got an incredible call today lined up for you. Let's bring on our international global breakthrough trainer, guys, and Crown 3. This guy has built teams, in the thousands and tens of thousands, and yet even in the millions. And he wants to show you how to do that fast as well. Welcome to the call, Dr. Breakthrough. It's breakthrough time.
Shark. Well, hey, thank you, Coach 100K. And what an incredible collaboration to be working with you with the Uplift and also Shop Free Mart. And what an incredible mandate you have on your life to empower 100,000 families or more to make six figures in this industry, and that is what you've been doing. Well, we've got for our daily declaration September, as a matter of fact, Liddy Flom, and Liddy has booked huge teams. One team I know of over 77,000 people, and she's been working with doctors over 37 years, empowering them, those ones that want their patients to get well. In other words, and assisting the body in doing what God designed it to do, which is to heal itself. So she's going to read our September declaration for today and tomorrow. And so, Liddy, take it away.
Good morning. So I am going to add three words to the declaration. And the declaration is I am making. I'm going to read it as I am in the now making my September a super September. I am in the now making my September a super September because in God's holy courtroom, I have been declared innocent, although proven guilty. John 3:16, 2 Corinthians 5:21. I am in the now making my September a super September because I am exercising courage to conceive in spite of me, boldness to believe because of thee, and taking the action to achieve so others can see. I am in the now making my September a super September because I choose to invest my time finding potential in people, even myself, and situations instead of spending my time finding fault. I am in the now making my September a super September because I am committed to passionately proclaiming and persistently practicing. Mark 11:23. Whatsoever shall say unto this mountain, he shall have whatsoever he saith. Joshua 1:8. Then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. Ephesians 3:20. Unto him who is able about to do exceedingly abundantly above all that. I am in the now making my September a super September because I refuse to walk in the depression, doubt, and denial, but rather divine deliverance. I am focused on growing through whatever I go through so I will get my breakthrough. I am in the now, my September, making my September a super September because I walk in divine favor. Thus I can expect and shall experience sudden spiritual, physical, relational, emotional, intellectual, business, and or financial breakthroughs. I am in the now, making my September a super September because I am paying attention to the subtle clues, and I will take the proper clues that will keep me from suffering the consequences. However, if I fail, my God has and is the cure. I am in the now, making my September a super September because the giant in front of me is only a midget compared to the God who is for me. Psalms 56:9. For God is for me. I anticipate receiving this or more by the end of September or sooner, and I stand in the authority of the name of Jesus Christ, my Lord. I am in the now, making my September a super September because my God already has. Isaiah 45:2 and 48:17. I am in the now.
And I stand in agreement with you right now. So everybody, we're going to take a deep breath, symbolizing breathing that in means we're receiving that right now. Take a deep breath. All righty. Wow. Well, listen, my friend, you've been set up this morning. You've been set up for success, a.k.a. Dr. Ignite Lady Flom, who's going to be one of our special speakers October 12th in Houston. Everybody wants to make sure they're there and learning from Liddy and Dr. Ariston Awitin, author of 200diseases.com, Dr. Sonia Ham, prophetic wealth coach, myself and many others. So you want to make sure you're there. www.freebreakthroughpresentation.com. Don't put it in a Google search. Put it right up in the web browser, www.freebreakthroughpresentation.com. You can get registered and have all kind of information there. Well, we've got a special treat this morning. Lydia and I, we're going to flow together, as well as Coach Ken. I want you to come out here just a second because we've got to congratulate one of our champions. I'm going to unmute this young lady right here. Her name is Gloria Gilliam. Gloria Gilliam. And with Lamont and she's part of his team, and just an incredible thing that happened. Now, you know that we just had Patty Patterson, who is 82. You know, Mr. Willie Langley spoke to her. She was trying to recruit him into a water type of company that's launching, and he said he listened to her, but then he gave her information and said, call this number. And she called the number 646-653-1827, 646-653-1827, called him back immediately and said, sign me up now. And she, in just a little over a week, made ambassador. That means 9 people who signed up with your link in order. Listen, she made ambassador, an 82-year wise lady, in a little over a week. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to tell you. She has no computer. I mean, she had some, but she gave them away. But she has no computer. She prefers, So how do you do an internet business without a computer and break through the records like that? Because she has a breakthrough mentality. Watch this, my friend. And Gloria heard her testimony. See, this is why you got to get a breakthrough and get a testimonial. And Gloria was stirred up. And I'm going to let Gloria come out here. But Coach 100K, can we congratulate our newest? You said you're going to produce make this an ambassador factory. And with the Breakthrough Bible Dream Team, my objective is to have a new ambassador every week, a new global every quarter, a new global every month, and a new crown every quarter. And we are on track, been doing that actually a little bit ahead schedule. So, Coach, what do you think about this lady, Gloria Gilliam? In actually 5 days, I think she joined on a Wednesday night, and by Monday night, she had made ambassador.
Man, sharp. Listen, I'm talking about right there. Speed versus strategy. Speed versus strategy. That's the way you do it. Now, guys, listen. If she duplicates that and she does it through 9 levels, she's already well hit the $400,000 a month. She already well hit. If she can get the next level to do the same thing she did in 5 more days, see, 4 of them, they get 4. Oh my goodness, I want to see it happen. Shark.
Wow, shark. See, we're attracting sharks. When you start giving shark bait, talking about 4 who get 4, 9 levels. If it takes you 9 years, if it takes you 3 years, 5 years. If it takes you 9 months, it doesn't matter, my friend. You could be making an incredible $873,000, but we say cut that in half, over $400,000. Just make it a tenth. It's still literally close to $90,000 a month. So, Liddy, let's. I know again you played an important part, and you and I are going to go back and forth here with Gloria because I'm going to allow you to share. You taught her a strategy that she was scared to death of, yet she listened to mentorship even when she didn't feel like it. But Gloria, come on out here. Congratulations, young lady. And what a joy. Congratulations, our newest ambassador, Gloria Gilliam. Your line's
Good morning
muted,
and
Gloria.
good morning. Can you hear me, everybody?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Did you dream a week ago, or less than 5 days ago, did you dream that this would happen?
No, my goodness, no. I had no earthly idea that this would ever happen to me, but I tell you what I did do before this happened. I prayed to God. I was looking for something, and I was looking for something that could heal my gut, and I had no idea it was going to take me to this level. Never ever thought. Hell, this wasn't my plan. But I had been praying for. I was in a previous company though, and I was praying that how can I get. I walked for a week. I got up early in the morning, and I went got off of my job, and I just went to walk before I come into the house. And I just prayed to God, how can I get this business up? God, help me get this business. Help me make it. Lord, I'm tired going to work. I'm just tired getting up early, getting up from work, coming home to my husband. I'm tired. Lord, please help me get this business off the ground. Whatever's hindering me, what's hindering me, help me get this business off the ground. And so I prayed about that, and I wanted to succeed. And then I also prayed. I got up that morning, and I prayed for my gut. I had did a laxative to try to get my bowels moving. And it dehydrated my body, and I didn't even know the word. I didn't even know what I was experiencing, Wow. But later did I learn what was really going on with my body, and now I can say my body was dehydrated because I had pain in my gut. I was bloating. I just bloated up, and I said, God, I got to get rid of this bloating. It just hurts so bad. I got this feeling. I just cannot stand this feeling. So I got off from work, and I was I prayed about it, and I got up and started searching the well for something for this bloat. That's just how bad it was. Lo and behold, I'm going to tell you how God has worked in my favor, guys. If you pray and ask God, he will deliver, okay? I asked him, I got when I was searching the well, I got a phone call from my marketer advisor, and I hadn't talked to him in months. And he just asked me, Gloria, are you by the phone? What are you doing? He asked me, what are you doing? As always. And I say, I'm just sitting here. He said, are you by your computer? I just want to show you something. And lo and behold, when he showed me this, everything that I was going through, oh my God, forgive me, guys, forgive me. I'm a little bit stunned here. Every symptom that I had, these people was talking about this hydration drop. And I said, oh my God, my body's dehydrated. See how good God is. Never heard of this before in my life. Okay, never heard of this before in my life. So now, here I am on a call. This is the second call that I have been on that have asked me to speak on. How good is God? How good is God? So here I am, y'all, doing something I've never done before.
Well, yes, Gloria, let's back up. Yeah, so let's just back up a minute. So Lamont with LJ Associates. So you contacted. So one of the things I want to say to you is not only congratulations on being an ambassador in record time, but you did what a lot of Christian people aren't willing to do. You were willing to work for what you prayed for. Some folks, they pray and they waiting on God. No, you prayed and then you stepped out by faith because faith without works is dead. And now God allowed you to connect with someone who could lead you to what you needed, what you was looking for. And I think Lamont must have mentioned my name or something.
Yes.
Like, wait a minute, Dr. Brett, wait a minute. I heard him preach 30-something years ago in our church. He put bricks on fire, and little
That's
did he
amazing.
know. Yeah, and little did he know that your pastor, Dr. Tommy Steele, he's one of my best friends, and of course, once you got signed up, you said, we got to get him. I was like, girl, I already signed him up. But anyway. Yeah, we'll work on some things. But isn't that amazing, though, how, and so 33 years ago, I mean, here I was, put bricks on fire in the church. You remembered all that. And you bought my memory. I was like, oh, yeah, now I remember who you are. Then I connected you to Liddy, and Liddy said, taught you something that, quite frankly, you balked at just a little bit. No, you balked at, not balked at, let's just say, your so-called reasoning kicked in, and I had to speak to you about when a mentor is teaching you something, it's usually counterintuitive, and you got to step outside your comfort zone, and you were willing to do that. So real quick, Liddy, can you come on? Can you teach real quick, what did you say to Gloria? We're going to have Gloria come back and tell you what she was feeling and thinking. But Liddy, and you've done this, I know, with Chester Ray, and if time prevails, we're going to bring him on real quick. But Liddy, what did you teach her in a nutshell, very briefly, that kind of scared her, threw her out of her comfort zone, but she was willing to submit, a.k.a. Lady Love?
Well, thank you for this invitation to actually be on here to give her a little encouragement to say she is a very coachable individual. And Gloria listened with a little push away for a moment, but it was just like so brilliant. Gloria shared a desire. She shared a desire to do something by way of helping some other people. Gloria has a desire. And so I was listening in carefully to her desires. So her desire was also to make some money but help people. Her heart is in helping people. So I said to Gloria, Gloria, how many friends do you have left? How long have you been, working this type of business? And she says, not many. I said, well, Gloria, I'm going to ask you, do you have one friend? And she said, yes. And I said, do you have two friends? And she said, yes. Do you have three friends? And she said, well, yes. I said, I'm going to give you an opportunity to bring 9 friends onto a phone call. And 9 friends only, not 7, not 12, 9. 9 friends to a phone call. I will present, you invite, I'll get Dr. Breakthrough on the call, and we will actually share with your 9 friends. All you do is invite them as one of your 9 special, keyword is special, invites to a phone call that is going to be a breakthrough call. It's going to be a call that will enlighten them to something that, like you, really never heard of before. And so you're going to have that call happen. She says, well, when will I have that call? I said, well, how about 8 o'clock tonight? She goes, well, that's not very much time. I said, how much time do you need to make 9 phone calls? And it's a yes or no. Will you be on the call? I'm committed to having only 9 people. If you cannot be on the call with me, tell me now, because I can only have 9. And I want to know if it is that you are going to be committed to being on the phone call. And so with that, her and I were just visiting back and forth. And Dr. understand, Dr. Breakthrough calls me for another question. I said, Gloria, you're not going to believe this. Dr. Breakthrough is calling. I'm going to just merge him, and then we'll just make sure that we have this whole thing lined up, and then you just become the invitation. That is all you do. So we dialogue back and forth, now the three of us, and I was sharing with her that I was mentored by a very successful entrepreneur, and he was a CEO of a company, and he said, Liddy, I will let you invite only a few people of your special people, and you're going to be able to bring them to a phone call. I'll do all the presenting, you do the inviting and the introduction. You tell me who's on the phone call, and I'll do the rest. So that was the mandate that Gloria was given, and Gloria said, well, I think I can do that. Gloria called at 7:30 and says, I have 9 people. I told her by 7:30, if she didn't have 9 people, she could call me and she could cancel it. She was not going to cancel that.
Liddy, let me just jump in here a minute, if you don't mind. Can I break in?
Yes, you may.
You have so much, love and care and so forth. And I'm, see, you and I work great together because I'm like truth and your love. She did not accept it all the way at first. You're giving her extra credit. Let me just help the folks understand. She started making excuses like most of us would do it. She said, well, Liddy, I just joined another company. I put all these people in this company. They're going to say to me, we just joined this other company. I can't do. I just don't. Mm-hmm. And so you and I talked to her and said, no, wait a minute, just breathe for a minute. And so just do it. And I spoke to her about you got to follow what the mentor teaches you. A mentor, by the way, folks, a mentor is not one whose advice you seek. A mentor is one whose advice you follow. And I believe strongly, at least I practice, that a mentor becomes your tormentor until you become an implementer. And that is, you have to implement what they teach you. And Gloria, first she was standing, get this now, without realizing it. And this is what we all do. So first she was fighting for her limitations and her excuses. Then it hit her. Then she surrendered.
Yes, I was.
And then she started fighting for her limitless potential. Are y'all getting this? See, so okay. So let me go back to you, lady, and we want to make sure we give Gloria a moment to talk on that, and then we're going to bring on also Chester, because you did that with Chester. And quite frankly, folks, everybody on this call, if you are listening to what's going on, the first thing in your mind should have been, how soon can I get Liddy to do that with my 9? That's the first thing you should have thought. First thing. And if not, I'm helping you. Start thinking that now, not just thinking and say, wait a minute, let me do it. So because we're going to show you how Chester, who already made ambassador, still implemented this strategy, because Liddy, you brought Gloria on your call to have her talk about that experience by getting those 9 on, and that encouraged other people and opened up their eyes. That's what we mean when we say share the love. When something works for you, it's sharing these products and these services in this 21-day breakthrough challenge, which again, I believe, to me, it's the best product, that my favorite product of all products of Shop Free Mart. And I think when you understand the mind, it makes everything else work better. But at any rate, what I'm saying is this, my friend. And so it doesn't matter whether you just started now, and Liddy will attest, it's going to work better if a person just gets started, right? Because that time, you got that time when they're new to really get things going. But it doesn't matter if you've been in it for a while, because when Liddy's mentor spoke to her, she'd been doing things. As a matter of fact, Liddy's had great success. But you know what? But she's teachable and she's moldable. And she said, listen, how could I go to the next level? So, okay. All right, Liddy, I apologize. So just take a moment or two and finish up on that. And then we're going to bring in Gloria to talk about what she was going through, and then Chester to close out.
Well, thank you. And Gloria, I'm going to say this. Maybe it's perfect that you go first, and then I can share. Because I'm realizing that, yes, there was some push away and some resistance, and then there was a few buts in the conversations, like, but. And so would you care to share that first?
Yeah, yes. Gloria, can you do that briefly?
Yes, let me just tell you, yes, it was it wasn't just a little bit of but, it was a lot of but, okay? But can't. No, But then, guys, my excuses was I had all these people in this company. This is my second, third company. These thing they don't care. They're not gonna do it. No, they're not gonna do it. I can't do this. I just can't do this. But no, I thought about who I had on this line working with me, and they would not take no for an answer. They would not let my butts get. In fact, they lectured me about my butts and my negativity thoughts and all of this. And I thought, God, you put these people in my path for a reason. These are up top leaders. I have never heard anybody speak to me like this before. I have never heard this conversation before. God, I have to do this for me. I have to do this. So, yes, Lydia, I was saying, no, Lydia, I can't do this. I just can't do this. But guys, I said, when they finished lecturing me, then I thought about this 82-year-old lady that did not have no computer, she did not have no computer, and just jumped on the line and just became ambassador in 5 days or 3 to 4 days. And I say, if she can do this, I can do this. And that's what I did. I listened to I listened to what they was telling me. They showed me the way, and I say, hey, I'm going to get 9 people on this line tonight. And that's exactly what I did. And I just want to thank Dr. Breakthrough. I want to thank you, Miss Liddy. I want to thank you, Mr. Mays, for the invite to this amazing company. I just thank you all, and that's all I want to say. All of you can do this. We all can do this. If we want to change our lives, if we want to better our health first, and then wealth. I'm telling you, get yourself healthy with our products, and wealth will follow. Don't even think about the wealth. Just get yourself healthy and see how God will lead you. Okay, enough saying. I'm not going to preach. Okay.
Wow.
Well, Gloria.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And then Gloria, I know that one of the things that you were having as a little push away is the fact that, you know what, how are they going to say yes to one more thing? And I said it was not about believing that you had one more thing, but that there was a basic solution to what can happen for all people, a basic fundamental. It was a water conversation that they needed to add to any program anyway. So, you can look at this whole conversation and say, well, here's something you can add, plan B that you add to your plan A. Or here's something that you can just contribute to what it is you're currently doing. If you want to keep the main thing, then keep the main thing. You're not asking a doctor to do this like this main business. You're asking, here's a solution to something that otherwise can possibly not even happen for people. So we looked at some things. We did some side by side, like what about this? What about that program? And what if you could have a multiple stream of income? And what if that there's something here that you could do with the basics and make more than you could with your existing business? See, it's not a weight loss program. It is a health program with wealth attached. That's what we're talking about. So, it was just some words of enlightenment. Yes.
Oh my goodness, yes. I got one of those Liddy moments. A thought just hit me. I see LJ out there, her senior success line. LJ, let me just bring you in just for a second. Just congratulate Gloria, and of course congratulate yourself being again the astute marketer. But Lamont, you just want to congratulate Gloria and say hi to the people just very briefly. You should be unmuted, champ. LJ? I hear you punching buttons. You're already unmuted from my side. Let's see here. All right. Well, if you get a chance to come in, I'll leave it unmuted if you are able to jump in just real quick. And so, folks, what we're going to do is Lydia, with your permission, I'm going to ask you to come back tomorrow, and then I want you just to, as if the whole call was your class, or the whole call was like Gloria or like Chester, and you're going to teach them just like you just did, but we're going to do it step by step, and then we're going to open it up for questions so that people can dialogue, because I know you do great at that dialogue. So let's just real quick. So can
you hear me?
On doing that tomorrow? Hey, there you go, Mr. Mays.
Yeah, I had it on mute by mistake. Had the phone on mute.
Are you proud of Gloria or what, man? Is she incredible?
It was priceless. That call to her. Someone told me to call her, so I know that was God to give her a call. And yeah, she's a. And I told her that night when I heard on the phone, I said, "You got a gift because you sound natural." So just like today, she sound natural and it's real. It's come from the heart. So that's a gift. So yeah, yeah, she got the the skills, and she got the the gift. Now she's around the right crew to make it happen.
Come on now. And what I tell you, all you got to do is find 8 more Glorias, brother. Right? Just keep on finding them. And folks, that's the thing we're talking about. Don't get bogged down in the people that didn't do anything. You got to focus in on the one who has. And so, Chester, real quick, Liddy spoke to you about this same principle. You implemented. We did a call for you, and Chester Ray, who already was an ambassador underneath the Mallorys. Chester, you instituted this getting people on the call, and what happened for you, real quick? Chester Ray, you're unmuted.
I want to pray to God to ask Him to direct me to the people I needed to expose this to. And of course, I called business people, other people that were not in business. And to the business people, I would say, listen, I know you are very busy and you do not have time for this, but what I'd like you to do is to take a look at some information I'm going to send to you about health. And I need for you to call me back and let me know whether it made sense to you or not. To my other friends, I just said, listen, please, I got something I need for you to look at. I'm going to send it to you and take a look at it. Let me know whether it makes sense to you. However, since I talked to you last night, I looked back at some of the people I had shared this with, and they did not show up. So I saw I was making a mistake. And so from now on, I'm going to lock them down to a time. In other words, I'm going to send this information to you now. Is it appropriate for me to send it to you tonight at 7 o'clock, or would 10 o'clock tomorrow be better? And so I will send it to them let's say if they want to see it tonight at 7 o'clock, I will send it to them at that particular time. And I'm also going to establish a date that I will call them back to get the results.
Wow. And I think you had like 4 people who got signed up.
Yeah.
And one of them, a pastor, wants to do his own call now.
Right.
Setting up the following week, correct?
Exactly.
Wow.
And I called one of the people that signed up. I got to discuss this with Liddy. I called up one of the people that signed up. I called him last night, and I was telling him we'd be getting back together on Monday. And I said, can you get 3 people together to be on the call? He said, Uncle Chester, I'm going to have 10. I got to talk to Liddy as to how I'm going to deal with this, because I'm going to tell the other people to bring people on also.
Wow. Powerful. And again, Chester was already ambassador. So, folks, it doesn't matter whether again, brand new people, you get them now. I think you got a good 30 days. It was 7 days starting off to really get them engaged, but 30 days, people really start pushing. And within 90 days, most people are gone by 90 days, sad to say, but I'm just telling you that. So this what Liddy said earlier and what Gloria put into practice, it's priceless. But then Chester Ray, again, so again, even if you are ambassador, wherever you're at, you still to go to the next level, my friend. This is a principle. And again, very simple. If you can get 2 who get 2 who get 2 who get 2, help those go all the way down 9 levels, that's an extra $2,515 residual. But if you can get 3, help 3 who get 3, and help those 3 get 3, and 3 all the way down to 9 levels, that's over $73,000. But 4 who get 4 who get 4 who get 4, that's a potential of $873,000. So guess what? With this plan, you get 9. Help those 9 do the same, get 9. Do it that way. First of all, you would be ambassador, but if not, at least you're going to get a good 3 or 4. right? And when they do the same thing, at least they're going to get a good 3 or 4. When they do the same thing, at least they're going to get another good 3 or 4. And folks, I'm telling you, you're talking about a financial breakthrough, but not just a financial breakthrough. Are you hearing how lives are being changed? Are you hearing how this is an answer to Gloria's prayer? How many more Glorias are out there praying? How many more Glorias are out there saying, God, I know there's an answer. I need an answer. They're not just praying. They're looking. They're looking. So, folks, do you understand? You simply have to do like I do. I pray daily, God, bring people from the east, the west, the north, and the south. People, number one, have been touched by you. Number two, who are willing to be tied together. So, number three, we can transform the lives of others. You see, my friend, it's that spiritual aspect and then working, because God says, I'll bless the work of your hands. And praying, no offense, that's not the work of your hands. That's you speaking, but the work of your. So once you pray, now you go with great anticipation, knowing, like Nehemiah 2:20 says, something great's going to happen. Nehemiah 2:20, the God of heaven, He shall prosper us. Therefore, we, His servants, shall arise and build. So I'm challenging everybody: get up, get up, my friend, and let's get after it, knowing. There's Glorias out there. There's Patty Pattersons out there. There's Willie Langley's out there. There's Liddy's out there. There's Coach 100K's out there. You're all out there. There's a James Hall that's been looking. There's an Al that says, if I can just find somebody. There's a Courtney out there. There's a Patricia Allen. There's other Dr. Carlisle and the Vita Thompsons out there, and Roberta Trombleys and Joshua Burrells, and there's other Elder Dennis Jones out there. There's some James Davises. All kind, John and James and Sharice and Lorette. I could go on, and Nanette and Sharon Elaine Taylor, powerful, powerful woman. There's Bob Becker's out there, and Pamela Cooper's, and Evangelist Foster, and Bernard Mallory, and Mary Mallory, and Anthony Green, and Les Carter, and Coach Ken Kimes, and Chester Rays, and on and on and on and on and on and on I could go. Don't tell me that nobody wants to join. Tell me you haven't been submitting to the system. And now repent and let's get it right. And I promise you, your breakthrough is here. Coach 100K?
Shark. Man. Powerful call. That's breakthrough. Powerful call. You said something that, you always say something that's powerful. But you said that she was fighting, she was fighting for her limits and her excuses. But then she switched and started fighting for a limitless potential.
Come on.
Something like that. Woo! I said, say it again. Come on. Say it again.
So, yes, fighting for her limitations and her excuses. And then there was a breakthrough. There's a switch, and she started fighting for her limitless potential. And here's a lady that ended up making ambassador. Actually, it's like 4.5 days, but 5 days. And in those 5 days, she ended up doing a training to testify to others what had happened. And it's just incredible. So, Coach, I'm telling you, man, folks, I hope you understand God has His hand, and you want to work with the hand of God. And so we need you to submit, to surrender to Him, because there's no big I's and little U's. There's just a big God who wants to use you. And the question is, will you allow Him to do so? And if Liddy and myself, Coach 100K and others, if we're willing to dedicate part of our lives to your success, would you allow us to empower you, or would you resist and fight against us?